Hello, welcome to UDAYA. My name is Jamila, and today I'm going to share with you guys something that I use every single day. I've been using it for about a couple of months now, and I love it. It's a tooth powder. I know, tooth powder. Okay, so what's wrong with toothpaste? All right, well, I never really liked toothpaste, and it just has too much sugar. You know, they're trying to make it taste good. It has too much sugar. It's not really doing a whole lot for me. And I was just kind of looking online. I'm using toothpaste all the time, and I'm still having some gum issues. So I was just kind of researching, and I found a tooth powder. And I started playing around with the formulation and kind of came up with one of my own that I like and that works really well. And this tooth powder is gonna freshen your breath, it's gonna whiten your teeth, and it's gonna detox your mouth, right? Pretty easy to get. You might recognize these ingredients in some of your other body care products, but they're all natural. What you can use on the outside of your body, you can use inside, and you can use in your mouth. So here we go. The base ingredient, which is also kind of the buffer, is bentonite clay. And bentonite clay is, you can just mix it with water, put it on your face. So it'll detox your face, help pull out all those toxins out of your face, like get your blackheads and everything out. And in your mouth, it's gonna do the same thing. Obviously, it's not pulling out blackheads, but it's gonna detox your mouth. So if you just have any kind of issues going on in your mouth, it just kind of really helps, especially with gum health. So we're gonna do about 8 tablespoons of bentonite clay, okay? Put that in a bowl. And then for deodorizing, right? We have baking soda. So baking soda, you know, soaks up odors, just helps to kill odors, things like that. So we're gonna use baking soda, and then it's also a little bit abrasive, so it's gonna start to help whiten your teeth. So it's gonna start that process. And to that, we have about 4 tablespoons of baking soda. Okay, add that to the bowl. And all this is easy. I mean, like your kids can make this, and it's all natural, non-toxic, so put them on it, and that's something you don't have to do yourself. And then the new secret magic ingredient these days, it's all the rage, activated charcoal. It's all black, it's beautiful. And you just need 1 tablespoon of this. This right here is really what's gonna help whiten your teeth, which looks a little bit crazy. You're thinking something so, I mean, it looks like volcanic rock, but it's really just like really finely ground, and it's really polishing your teeth. And activated charcoal is also used to kind of like suck up toxins and things like that. So it's gonna help to do some of the same thing that the bentonite clay is doing, some of the work of the baking soda, but it just kind of like takes it up to another level. So we don't need much of this, just really a tablespoon. So I'm just gonna kind of, and when you're working with activated charcoal, you have to be careful. It's a fine powder, and this can get all over the place, right? So we're just gonna do about a tablespoon in here. Now you will see people brushing directly with activated charcoal and nothing else. Like they don't have anything else that's buffering that. And over time, is gonna be too abrasive on your teeth. So that's why we find some other ingredients that are gonna create and help with those same effects, but are not so harsh. So we wanna mix that together. Okay, and it's gonna end up being sort of like, kind of like this nice gray color. And just be careful, don't go crazy whisking all over the place, because like I said, this charcoal is a really fine powder, and you want it to stay in here, or else it's gonna be just like this big puff cloud of like black, you know, smoke that's everywhere and very hard to clean up. But once it's mixed in, it's really good. So that's why I kind of, you know, like to use a deep bowl and a whisk, and you know, you're pretty sure. Okay, so now we're gonna add some essential oils. Okay, we're adding some peppermint. Okay, peppermint breath freshener. I mean, most toothpaste, it doesn't matter, you know, what brand, what type, they're gonna have peppermint. It's a breath freshener. It's all natural. It's gonna go all day, you know, with fresh breath, right? So we're gonna add 15 drops of peppermint oil. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. So we got 15 drops of peppermint oil, and then to help also with cutting down any unwanted bacteria in your mouth, we're gonna do some tea tree oil, and just 5. Tea tree oil is pretty strong, and a lot goes a long way. So we're just gonna do 5 drops of tea tree oil, and that's not really like the scent that you want. So you don't use tea tree oil really too much for its scent. You're using it more for medicinal properties. So we're gonna do 5 of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and we're done. We're gonna mix that up, get those essential oils incorporated. Okay, just mix it up. And you just, want to mix it until you don't see any more clumps. And this tooth powder is done. And when I say I use this every day, I really do use this every day. You do it in the morning and do it before you go to bed. Okay. And we're going to just put that in a container. Okay. I like to use glass container. If you have plastic, try to get the plastic that, PET-free plastic, so it doesn't have, it's a little bit more stabilized, so you're not leaching anything into, you spend all that time to get all these good essential oils and all these natural products, and you don't want to ruin it with like cheap plastic, right? So glass works best if you have something ceramic, and you just put that in your jar. And you store this in your bathroom. And what you're gonna do is, before you brush your teeth, you just take a toothbrush, you wet it, and you dip it in there. So, if you don't wanna share with a friend or anything like that, because you are dipping your toothbrush in there, just make 1 container for you, 1 container for your spouse or for your friend or for your kids. And everybody has their own jar of tooth powder with amazing essential oils, therapeutic benefits. And, that's it. This is a all-natural activated charcoal tooth powder that you can use every single day. It will freshen your breath, whiten your teeth, and you can make it yourself. So thank you and enjoy.